Hey everyone, Alex here. So today I have a new developer that I'm going to test out. It's something I've never used before. It's a different derivative of Rodinal that I've used in the past. The reason I have it is the Rodinal that I would normally use was not in stock in Freestyle, and it hasn't been for the last couple months, so I decided to go ahead and buy this stuff. It's made by a company called Kodak, and basically this is another Rodinal clone. I've never used this before, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same Rodinal formula that I've used for the last couple years and see how it works. I'm going to use this 1 to 100. I'm going to develop me a roll of HP5 that I have here, and I'm going to use my little kid's medicine syringe in order to get my 5 milliliters. Standard developing tank and some fixer, Ilford fixer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dilute this 1 to 100. I'm going to agitate for about the first 30 seconds. I'm going to let it sit for half an hour. I'm going to agitate for another 10 seconds probably. Let it sit for another half hour. And then I'm going to pour out the developer and fix it. I'm not going to use a stop bath. I'm not going to worry about the temps of my water, and we'll see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to go put my roll of film into my tank with my changing bag over here. Alright, so I loaded up my film, and I'm going to open this stuff up. Let's see what we got. Alright, got my water here, 500 milliliters. Got my 5 milliliters of solution into the water. Gotta stir this stuff a little bit before you start using it. Alright, down the hatch it goes. Alright, I'm going to agitate this for about 30 seconds. Spinning it while I agitate it. Alright, there she's going to sit for 30 minutes. It's 10:55 now. I'll be back at 11:25. Alright, so it's been half an hour. I'm now going to do 10 inversions. And I'm going to let it sit here for another half an hour. Dump all the developer out, and then 5 minutes of fixer. All right, so an hour is over. I'm going to dump this out, and I'm going to add my fixer. I'm going to fix this for 5 minutes. And I don't know why the cat's over here. So just to recap, I used 5 milliliters of R09 one shot made by Kodak. It's a German company. I used 500 milliliters of water. Poured everything into the tank, not worrying about the temperature. I agitated for about the first 30 seconds. I let it sit for half an hour, agitated it for about 10 seconds, let it sit for another half an hour. After the end of the second half hour, I dumped it out, poured in my fixer, and now I'm going through a regular 5-minute fixing scheme. After this, I'll dump out the fixer, and then I'll use some photo flow, or actually I'll wash the film, and then I'll use some photo flow, pull the film out, and then hang it up to dry. And that's pretty much the process. And here is the developer I used. It's made by a company called Kompard. C-O-M-P-A-R-D. It's from Germany. I bought this off of Freestyle. First time I've ever used it. And you can use this stuff, you know, in regular Rodinal dilutions. 1 in 25, 1 in 50th. Alright, let's dump this fixer out. If you're just beginning in black and white photography, this is a very easy way to develop your film. There's not much that can go wrong unless you have bad Rodinal, but even that's rare because the stuff will last forever. So I'm going to wash this for about 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm done washing. I'm going to use some Kodak photo flow here. This is a wetting agent. It helps to alleviate spots on your film as it dries. Put a couple drops in. I'm going to let this sit for about half a minute, and then I'm going to pull out the film, see what we got. Alright, let's see. I don't know what these negatives are of. Alright, looks like some Joshua tree. And this looks like one of the last rolls that I took before my Yashica mat crapped out on me. As you can see, it was starting to go. Had some light leaks on the edges here. But as you can see, the film is cleared, fully developed. Looks like I'll get some nice photos out of these negatives. So what I'll do is once these dry, I'll scan them, put them on a computer, make a little video so you can see how this turned out. Alright, thanks for watching.